First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40.
On first down, it's Newton.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 50, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
One of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell.
He's got a man, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one, and on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Burrow on play action. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Here we go. 180.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. The Ravens at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end.
Touchdown! Tyler Boyd from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. I call it no gain there on the first down play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Jackson's throws on target to Duvernay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Hey, we got
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. First down. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, 43 yards. And the Bengals are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to...
Jackson now, rolling to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Jackson.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. He's got room at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. And
he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Dobbins. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
101 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
3rd and goal, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in 1 play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Justin Madubuike firing across the line there and planting him for a loss.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. It's caught at the 10.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Jackson now down around his goal line. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3 and he got 3, barely, but the mark shows first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. That's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on 2nd down. Mixon. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Cam Newton. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you...
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Ravens on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Jackson to throw.
Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Jackson.
Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sam Hubbard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Throwing. Jackson.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Jackson.
Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Here's Jackson.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Now Jackson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Von Bell.
And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bengals, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.